Hello and good morning. It is 25 after 10 and my backyard is an ice rink. It is terrible out there. It melted and then it froze. I'll take the camera out for those that would like to see this. I'm going to take my camera out when I go to the shop today and I'll let you see what I walk through. I got to be so careful walking out there. One slip and I'm down. My son already fell. I fell earlier this year in January already once. My arm is still having a little bit of problem. Not near what it was though, but stretching problems. Putting my arm straight out and all that stuff. I've been exercising it and it has come a long, long way. So not near what it was. But who is before you here? This is Ann Baby. Ann Baby is a hospital mannequin for care. How to care for a newborn. There is Resuscitation Annie. This is Annie the Care Doll. Why would I have one of these in my collection? Well, back in the day before Reborns, this was the reborn of the day. This came out about 1979, the late 70s, early 80s. She made her way even into the Doll Reader magazine because they became so popular that there were many that in the family of these care dolls. There was Beth, there was Johnny, there was Billy, there was Amy and Anthony. There was a whole slew of them that came up that people women rushed to, and maybe some gents along the way too. I'm not sure, but I know in my day it was a lot of women that I was around anyways. And anyhow, yes, these dolls became very popular in the doll world. And these were your reborn of the day, of that day, that I remember coming out. And I have Doll Reader magazines to this very day, old ones from the 70s, early 80s. And she's in there among many of the others of the family of these dolls. She is anatomically correct. She has I think they call the fontanelle, or up here, the soft spot. We'll just go with that, the soft area of the head. She has ear holes to be cleaned, nose holes, the mouth area. She has little grip fingers so that you can do the grip of how a baby sits up and how her head goes back. You know, all those wonderful things. She is made out of an early silicone vinyl, so she's very soft. You know, you can feel it. She does have a spine in the back as well. So she's very well constructed, very well made. She runs a little clip of money. She runs about probably today, if you were to find one, you want one off of eBay, about $300. Anywhere from $199 up to about $300 US. I got mine off of Goodwill.com, shopgoodwill.com, and I got her like underneath $10. So you can find them there next to nothing. Nobody really wants them, but I love her for the history of where Reborns made their next push, another push towards where we are today. We start off with the realistic doll of the 1920s, which was the Bilo baby. There were many dolls back there, back in that day in the 20s, that were very realistic looking. But Bilo, in its day, was the reborn of its time. This was the reborn of my time, what I remember as a young girl. I was into dolls at the time, and I had her, and I had Amy, and I had Billy, and I had Johnny. I had those were as real as you could get for the time. And beautiful, beautiful dolls. And like I say, they were care dolls. So if you were a new parent, you could go in, and before you had the baby, you could go and bathe the baby, you know, do all the things that you would do to a newborn. Even new nurses who are going into the neonatal unit and whatnot, into the maternity ward and all that, they were taught on these dolls as well how to care. So these were training dolls as well. So anyways, they fell into the hands of the doll collector. And now here we are today. They're not being used like that anymore. I don't think. Maybe I shouldn't spout that completely because I am not good to know. But anyhow, maybe they got better ones today. I don't know. But anyways, this was the one of the late 70s, early 80s. Ann Baby. She's the prime one. If you want to get any of them, this is the first. And then they branched out from there. But we're going to get her dressed for Valentine's Day. But I'm going to put on an everyday onesie on her. And she is made of silicone, so she can get a little bit on sometimes, like a little, like, I don't want to say sticky. She doesn't get sticky, but she gets a little like where it's hard to get the clothes up and down. So I just put a little bit of cornstarch on her or something like that on her once in a while, and that will help tame that down a little bit, you know, so that her clothes don't, you know, they go on smoother. So I can feel that she's getting ready for one coming up here. I'm going to have to, I should get some, like the baby powder with cornstarch in it for her. But she wears a 0 to 3 months. She also came in a bathtub. And she came with little wafers that you could put in her diaper. She's a drinking wet, so when you fed her bottle, the little wafer would be in her diaper, and then it would turn into poo. So then you would have to clean that up. So it was really a full training doll in every way possible instead of a real baby. So, but we're going to get her ready for Valentine's Day. It is cold out there today. I fed my crows. Not on purpose. I'm trying to feed my squirrels, but you know the crows want it. They're hungry too. I love the crows. No, not everybody does, but I do. I'm a crow lover. So there we go. But anyways, very intelligent birds. That they are. All right. And our crows are the size of chickens. Like they're huge. We have huge crows here. We have great big giant crows. There we go. Okay, now we'll just zip this up. There we go. There. And there we are. She's in her Valentine's Day sleeper. Isn't that beautiful? All the little hearts on her and everything. I can't put this on. I was going to put the booties on. I forgot to got footsies on it. But anyways, we can put the hat on her. Keep her a little warm. There we go. Oh my goodness, Annie. I mean, what we could do, we could go like this with her. Ha ha ha. What are we getting? So I don't lose the booties because they go together. This is a set. I'll just put you on like this. There we go. Footsies are nice and warm too. Oh, she looks cozy. Nice and cozy. There we are. Oh my goodness, little girl. Yeah. Oh, she looks nice. Well, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video of this little girl and some of her history. She's becoming getting a little bit of history behind her now. And, yeah, I remember when I got mine, I just couldn't believe when I got her. Mine came from Chillicothe, Ohio. There was a lady there that was a seller for them. And she had an advertisement in the Doll Reader magazine, and I got to know her really well. And she couldn't keep them in stock. So that's just how much people out there were wanting this doll, this hospital mannequin, and they were treating it just like like everybody today treats their Reborns. And it was as close as we could get to a realistic doll. So, and close to a realistic baby, you know, type of thing. So it was quite the doll in its time, but we can see how far we've moved now, and we've moved on, and we've come really close. Some of the Reborns I've seen, I don't know if they're the Reborns or they're real babies. You have to really study the picture, you know, and sometimes the picture just isn't enough, you know. But yeah, I'm glad you came in and dropped in and sat for a few minutes to hear the history of Ann Baby. She'll always be part of my my doll collection, and I would like to get Amy and Anthony back. Those are two that I would. Any more after that I don't want. Billy was a hospital mannequin as well, but he was filled with a watery gel so that his weight would distribute as you picked him up. He was very awkward to hold. He had a very heavy head, and his body was really like it sloshed. You could hear the liquid sloshing around inside. So he's not one that I'm going after at all, but I would like to get Amy and Anthony back in my collection down the road sometime. If I don't, I don't. I do, I do. But I did not have Anthony. Now I'm starting to recall I had Johnny, but Amy and Anthony were twins, so I only had Amy, but I would like to get Anthony to go right along with her. Now there were some on eBay. They show up every now and again, but like I said, not right now because I am not buying right now. It just isn't happening. With the dollar and everything going on in the world right now, I'm just staying away from it. And you've seen what I pulled down. I have bin number 7 that just came down. I've got enough to work on at this time. So I'm going to go out today, do some painting. I've been painting up some of my dolls out there, and I want to make an updated video about where I am out there. So stay tuned. There's more to come today. And All Things Fairy asked for had put a couple requests in as well, so I'm going to work on those just as well. So thank you for joining me. Lots more to come, and we'll be seeing you really soon. Tammy is checking out, and we'll be back again. Bye-bye.